Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, everybody. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today's Friday, November 7th. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be discussing how to trade tokenized stocks. This is something that has been gaining in popularity, and I've been saying for many, many years that we're going to see the whole stock market, bonds, everything, anything of value is going to trade on the blockchain. It's going to be represented in a digital version, right? A tokenized version. We're already seeing this. It's not just this platform, but there's tons of platforms doing it. But I'm going to go over a platform that I've been using. It's called BTCC, and they've got tokenized stocks on there. They've got FX, they got commodities, they've got over 350 cryptos as well. So there's so much opportunity here. And obviously, it doesn't come without its hiccups. You know, any kind of crypto exchange, doesn't matter if it's Coinbase. Even Coinbase goes down. I remember the last time there was a big sell-off in the market, I couldn't even use Coinbase. It was basically unusable. And this is the biggest company in the space pretty much in terms of exchanges, and it's a public company. So I often joke and I just say, hey, can we not just leave everything to Ripple? Can Ripple, the company, just do everything? Because they're the only ones who know how to run a business, apparently, in crypto. Because all these other companies, they're publicly traded and everything, and they still can't seem to figure things out when things get congested and busy. Like, imagine the stock market. Imagine when things get busy in the stock, like there's circuit breakers and whatnot, but imagine not being able to log into your broker. Like, that's what we're dealing with here. It's absolute ridiculous, and it's, in my opinion, it has to be by design. It's to lock people out so that they can't get in when the getting's good, but they'll let you in whenever the prices are going up, no problem. When things are 10x to the upside, oh, they'll let you in because they want you to buy. They want you to be the exit liquidity. But when things are 10x to the downside and you want to buy, nope, no, everything's locked up, right? That's just, it's so obvious what they're doing. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. So this video is sponsored by BTCC, and this is the platform I'm going to be explaining here today. So there's a ton of benefits and perks that you'll get, but I just want to start off by saying that, this is a great way to trade tokenized stocks, foreign exchange, and commodities, plus 350 plus cryptos. And then on this exchange, and you've seen tons of companies adding crypto to their balance sheet lately, but on this exchange, you can do longs, right? You can bet that the prices are going to go up. You can do shorts. You can bet that the price is going to go down. You can make money in both directions. So it's a great way for you to get used to the platform, get used to trading, start dipping your toes and getting your feet wet in this. If you're not fully ready to do so, you can do the copy trading, and you can go here to futures copy trading, and you can just look up POW, and you can copy our trades. So there's so many different benefits that you get. You get a 10% bonus as well in your first time deposit. So let's say you deposit first time minimum $500 USDT or more, you'll get 10% on that deposit. And then, like I said, there's so many benefits. No KYC. You can sign up in less than 5 minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes. An email, all you need to sign up, and you'll be rocking and rolling. And then, like I said, just get used to trading. Try it out. Try futures. Futures is a different beast. So you want to be very, very careful. You don't want to use too much leverage. They have up to 500x leverage. I definitely don't recommend doing that. And I've actually got a trade open right now on Litecoin, and we'll see how this one's going. But yeah, I don't recommend high leverage at all unless you're somebody who's very, very experienced with trading. So you can check out the link in the description and the comment section if you want to sign up and get access to the VIP as well. Tons of perks that you can get from using the link. But probably the coolest feature that I found with this platform is that you can trade Tesla stock. You can see here, if you go over to the markets, you can just do Tesla, you can trade Amazon, you can trade Apple, MSFT, you can trade Microsoft, Hood. You want to trade Hood, you can trade Hood. MSTR, you want to trade MicroStrategy, no problem. I said in the Pow Group private community that this was going to be a massive short. And let's just bring it up here, MSTR on the monthly time frame. Over the last 5 months or so, this thing is down 52%. So you could have shorted this thing. And let's say you did 2x, that's 100% gain that you bet the price was going to go down. You do 3x, like you can do 5x, 10x, up to 500x. Again, don't recommend doing that. Get your feet wet, like try with 1x, try with 2x, right? Start to get familiar with the platform. If you're not super comfortable, then you can do the copy trading as well. So all of these different methods and kind of features can help you in your trading journey. So very difficult trading crypto, right? Very volatile. So when you introduce leverage, you could easily lose all of your money. So you just want to be very, very cautious with that. But I mentioned that MSTR was a massive short. You can see the price was at, well, the all-time high is at 543. Then we had a lower high and a monthly downtrend confirmed. We could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, and we're heading to monthly oversold. And we had monthly bearish RSI divergence. So we had lower highs and lower lows on the price, on the RSI, and the price action was seeing higher lows and higher highs. So we knew we were due for a pullback, and nothing goes from, what was it at? $20, $10, all the way up to $500, almost $600. Reminds me of Zcash, right? And I just did a video on that, and I said, time to short Zcash at 700. I said, it's going to 650. It went to 650. Then it had a little bit of a lower high, and then it went to 600. So that you got to get used to this trading stuff, folks, because it can help you tremendously, even if you're not actively trading. As long as you understand where the market is going and the charts and just know enough to be dangerous. If you looked at this chart on MSTR over the last few months, you would say, dude, damn, like this is the end of the bull run, right? But when in doubt, zoom out. Like, we're still technically holding the monthly uptrend as long as we don't see a close realistically below 230, which we haven't. So again, like, even if you don't know trading, even if you're not good at trading, most people aren't. 95% of people lose money, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat things. When you introduce leverage, it's very difficult, but it's cool that we have a platform where we can short different things. And I even said this in the Pow Group private community months ago. I said, this will be an epic short, right? And I'm even kind of knocking myself sometimes. So I'm like, I got to start listening to myself, right? I'm just so busy with the community and YouTube videos. And I have the Pow Group private community with like 70 people asking me all the time, like, what's this? And can you chart this? So it's very difficult for me to trade all the time. But, I'm definitely going to be getting in. And I'm not really in the trading mood right now. Right now, I'm just holding, buying and holding, right? Crypto has been suppressed for so long. And we're getting close to the end of this bull market, in my opinion. I think we're getting very close to full-on alt season. And over the next few months, I would say the next 3 to 6 months tops, I'm probably going to be taking 80 to 90% of my profits on my crypto, which means I'm going to be selling 80 to 90% of my profits, or my crypto. Maybe taking profit. I'll leave that 10, 20% for the long term. But what do you think I'm going to do after I take 80 to 90% of my, once I sell 80 to 90% of my crypto, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to want to trade more, right? I'm going to timing the market is better than time in the market, because we're probably heading to a bear market. So you don't want to be time in the market unless you're, but again, like, I just don't see the point on buying near all-time highs and be like, oh, I'm long-term. Why not just buy in the lows, right? Why not buy MSTR when it's down here at $17, $22, even when it had its first run up, right? At $100. But yet when it goes to 500 and then it comes back to 2, people are like, oh, now I'm going to buy for the long term. Well, no, now's not the time to buy for the long term, because are you going to be okay if we go back to 100? Are you going to be okay if we go back to 50? Are you going to be okay if this thing goes to 0? Because I think there's a high probability that MicroStrategy goes to 0, right? Like, this is not a sustainable business model. So I love that we can come on here and short the shit out of this, because I think this company should be absolute negative. I think it should be worth nothing. It's complete dog shit. It doesn't make any money. You're borrowing money to buy a high-risk asset. It literally goes against anything anybody's ever taught with regards to investing. Michael Saylor says, mortgage your house, sell a kidney. Like, the guy's an absolute moron. Like, there's nothing that makes sense other than a sacrificial lamb, right? He was the biggest loser in the dot-com bubble. Probably going to be the biggest loser here as well in the the internet of value versus the internet of information. But yeah, so many things pointing in the right direction. We had the bearish triple thunder crossover, lost the 10-week moving average, bear cross of the stochastic and the MACD. That was your sell signal right there at 367. Short the shit out of that, and you would have gone all the way down to 220. And then we lost the 50-week moving average. The next one was there at around 240. Hit it perfectly. Daily time frame, death cross. This thing's going to freaking 0, is in my opinion. I will short this thing all day long, and yeah, I just love it because Yeah, there's going to be so many shorts, folks. There's going to be so many shorts. Like, think of the short that is going to come on, like, Meta, right? You got Meta on here, too. So many opportunities. So make sure to check out the link in the description. It's an exciting time. There's not going to be any more opening and closing bell. There's probably not going to be any MicroStrategy when it's all said and done. It's a complete scam, right? And yeah, I like anybody who's holding, I wish you well. But why not just buy Bitcoin? Why buy MicroStrategy, who's investing billions of dollars in Bitcoin? Why not just buy Bitcoin, right? Skip the bullshit. Anyways, I think it's funny at the very least and entertaining. We'll see how it all plays out. But one thing's for sure, this platform has it all. All right, going in there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. And yeah, take your trading journey to the next level and trade tokenized stocks, FX, commodities, and more. I'll catch you on the next one.